Yeah, I used it a lot in my poetry writing that I did sort of 15, 20 years ago. You just write whatever's in your head and you don't think about what it means. Um, which and there's generally two results. One is that you one is that you write complete rubbish that has no meaning, and the other is that you write something which connects with ideas that you hadn't understood before. So it can go both ways. It's it's a bit like closing your eyes and swinging, trying to hit a ball or something. It's sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. Um, it's it's different. It's only artists can do it. There's a perspective for you. Only artists can do it because only artists have the freedom to do it. Because you definitely couldn't do that if you were building a house, right? Or designing a car, right? I close my eyes and I'm just gonna design. No, right? It's not gonna have a great result, I don't think. So it is purely the. It's purely an activity in the domain of the artist to explore the foundations of the human imagination. Um, and it can be very interesting. Um, Yet at the same time, it could be just nonsense. Look at Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Kubla Khan poem for an example of that, where that's basically a stream of consciousness that stops in the middle. And so the first half is all wild fantasy, and the second half is all construct. It's just bizarre.
Mm.
It's just bizarre. So um, it's interesting studying the domain of the artist's mind. Um, I don't think it brings us any great logical insights, but it's not unnecessary. It's not unnecessary. Um, it's all part of the go with the flow and learn to feel in the
Mm.
moment parts of artistry. Um, it has its place in the universe. Stick to what you know.
Yeah.
Stick to what you know. Now, the question is, what do I know? What you know is the experiences that you've had. Stick to something that relates to your experiences.
Yeah.
Then you'll never run out of topic or content,
Yeah.
right? Give yourself the best opportunity, you know. And now that you have some of the answers that you were looking for, you can take more control of things, and that naturally takes things to the next level. And there's there's a slightly different you here today from previous weeks. It's like there's less weight and pressure on your shoulders. You were definitely feeling the pressure of the problems at work. And now that you have some of the answers, some of the pressure has been lifted. It doesn't mean everything's easy, but it's there. There's a happier tone to your voice with the way that you're communicating,
Mhm.
and I think it's because you have clarity with a lot of the things that have happened. And there's also power within your voice as well, because when you're talking about some of the things that happened last week, you were there was a lot of energy coming out of you at uh, at that time. So it's definitely your work is something that you're still definitely very passionate about, and that's good for the future because you've got a lot of energy that you can put into the work.